Hi, it's Summer. Welcome to a new video. It's my day off today and I'm honestly just gonna be like cleaning the house mostly. As a reward for doing house chores and stuff though, I'll probably do like a fun hobby tonight. Maybe paint or something because I've been getting really back into watercolor painting lately. Last night though, I did like a mix of like digital with scanned in watercolors and I really like how it turned out. It's this right here. It's like a little stamp illustration of icons from Las Vegas where I live. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I feel like it's like really fun and whimsical. I like that it's mixed with digital and traditional art. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something like this again. Today while I'm doing everything, I'm going to be listening to an audiobook. It was an ARC audiobook that I got from NetGalley. It's called The Bookshop Below by Georgia Summers. It actually came out yesterday, so I'm a little bit later getting to this one. It's a longer book. I'm only like 20% of the way through and I still have like 11-ish hours left in the audio. I'm listening at 1.75 speed right now, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to 2 just to kind of speed it along a little bit. It is feeling a little bit slower. It's a book about magical books. It has secret society vibes. Right now it's kind of reminding me of Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookshop. I never actually finished that one though. I got part of the way through and then just didn't finish it for some reason, even though I was enjoying it. So I'm gonna come back to it eventually. But so far it's giving those vibes and then also kind of The Cartographers by Punk Shepherd. And then also maybe a little bit The Book of Doors. Not so much of that one, but like the vibes are kind of similar. It's, you know, like dark academia, secret societies, people hunting for books. The main character that we're following, I think her name is Cassandra. She was the kind of like apprentice or assistant to this bookshop owner, and he was a magical bookshop owner. And it's like all of these magical bookshop owners are all part of this like society of bookshop owners. And I guess there's like a rule that each of these shops must always have an owner. When we start the book, it's kind of alluded to that she's had a falling out with her mentor, but when she goes back to the bookshop, she finds out that he has passed away and left the bookshop to her. Or there's maybe been like a mix-up where he's left it to her, but also maybe to some other people. So there's kind of like this contention between her and some other bookish people because they also think that they own or should own the bookstore. There's kind of a lot going on. And I'll be real with you, I haven't been like as like clocked into this audiobook as I probably should be. So I really should be paying more attention to like details and stuff. It's definitely giving rivals to lovers vibes. I don't remember anything from the synopsis, so I don't really remember what's supposed to happen in this book, but that's the setup I think that we're getting right now is rivals to lovers, which I do like. I'm really hoping it's gonna be a good mix of some like bigger drama action stuff with the secret society things, and then also like that mixed with the more mundane bookshop vibes. I don't know, I guess I'm still technically pretty early on in the book, so we'll see how it goes. That's what I'm gonna listen to today. If I had to rate it right now, probably like 3 stars. But since it's a longer book, I think that it does have potential to like really grow and have a lot of detail and like good storytelling and stuff, so we'll see. I do have a grocery pickup that I need to go head to right now, but before I do that, I did want to do a little bit of a thrift haul because I went thrifting this weekend and I found some cute stuff. This first item is a macrame pillow. I love the mustard yellow. I love the macrame. It's very boho vibes. It looks like something that I could get at World Market. I got it for $4. I'm gonna deep clean this though because I am terrified of getting like bed bugs or something in my house. That is like my biggest fear with thrifting. I also got this little star doily Christmas ornament for $1.50. I just love how dainty and intricate it is, and it definitely goes with my other Christmas ornaments. I got this glass candlestick holder for $3. It has this like little dotted detail down here, and I like that it kind of looks like a little flower up here. I have another one really similar to this one that I got from Home Goods, so it'll go really well with that. I got a lot of plates this time around. I do have a plate wall right here, but I didn't get any of these with the intention of hanging them up right there. I actually got them more to like put candles on top of, or just like little trinkets, just kind of whatever I want to use them for. I got this one that looks like a little Pyrex plate. I don't think it's actually Pyrex. It's just like a dupe maybe. I love the retro vibes and I love the little flowers on it. This one, I love just all the little flowers on it. I love that it has pink on it. Again, another pink flower plate. Okay, I forgot about this one. I did get this to put on my plate wall, like seasonally. It's a cute little Christmas plate. I don't know, I like it. I like the idea of like switching these plates out with the seasons and the holidays. Here's a little close up. I did also find a few books. I found this vintage patchwork and quilting book. I just love how retro it is. I love the flowers and stuff on it. I would die to have that quilt. And I mean, I'm guessing that it tells you how to make that in this book. I've always wanted to get into quilting, but I hate measuring stuff. I'm definitely more of like a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person. And so I just feel like, I I don't know if I could do quilting. Actually, I did make a quilt one time in junior high, and it was definitely like there was no measuring. The seams were like really puckered. Nothing was like super flat or even. I made it literally in one night because that's also how I am. Like I need to be able, like I don't want to take months to finish a project. I need to be able to do it in a day, and quilting is just not that type of hobby. Like these pictures are just so cute. Tell me that these curtains don't belong in my house. They even have like a headboard in here. Like that's super cool. This was $1. And then I also found One Day in December by Josie Silver. I got this one for $2. I've read at least one book from Josie Silver. I really hope I'm thinking of the right author. It was like A Winter in New York or something like that. I read it last year, I think, and I really liked it. I don't think her books are like rom-coms. They're more just kind of like contemporary romance, and they have some kind of like darker elements or like more heavy-hitting stuff. It's not just like funny, cute romance all the time. I really love just like packing in as many winter or Christmassy type of books this time of year, and this one's been on my radar for a while, so when I saw it I figured out just grab it. And then I also found The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I can't remember if I've read anything from this author before, but it says an exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. Everybody has a secret, everybody has a motive, but only one is a murderer. I love an isolated setting. I think that a murder during like a wedding sounds really interesting, so I'm excited for this one. Oh, I also found this t-shirt for Travis. It's just like a plain t-shirt, but I liked the blue color of it. Also for clothing, I found this t-shirt. It's a long sleeve. It's from the brand Natural Life. It's like a dark green. I don't really know if it's coming off on camera, but here's the design on the front. And then it also has like a little sleeve design. I mostly just got it as like a pajama top or like hanging out around the house kind of top. And then the last thing is another book. It's called Your Illustrated Guide to Becoming One with the Universe by Yumi Sakugawa. I think when I was flipping through this, I saw that it was published in 2014. And then I was flipping through it some more, and I'm almost positive that I like reposted something from this, or like multiple things from this, like on Tumblr when I was in high school. Because this feels like a very Tumblr thing. But it's almost kind of like a little thoughtful poetry book that's illustrated. I really like the art style, and I think it would be quick just to read in like one sitting, but like this is the first like little page of art. So I don't know, maybe you would call it like a graphic novel. I don't really know. It kind of reminds me of Feelings by Manjit Thop, which I loved. I gave that one 5 stars. Stuff like this like really inspires me. Like I would love to make something like this in the future. So it was only $2 and I just had to get it. That's my little thrift haul though. I need to wash everything and put everything away, so that'll be part of my little chores for myself today. Sorry, it's kind of noisy. I started a load of laundry before I sat down to eat. I needed to eat lunch, so I hit Chick-fil-A on my way home, and it was a really good decision. I did not want to try and figure out what to eat here at home. Also, they have like the little Christmas cups. Little things like this just make me like extra happy. I think I'm gonna DNF the bookshop below. I'm honestly just like really bored. The mental state that I'm in right now, I cannot be keeping up with all these like little details and things. There's something about a river. Like I think there's a literal river in each of these bookstores. It's just too much for me right now. And I also, while I was driving, got a notification that Love Light Farms, the audiobook, came through for me on Libby. And so I think I'm just gonna do my annual reread of Love Light Farms. I just love Love Light Farms, and I love Christmas books, so I think that'll be fun to listen to while I do stuff. Sorry, there's still laundry going on in the background, but there's a quote in this book that I don't think I had like really realized before or paid attention to that I really like. It says, and isn't it silly to love the way someone's things look like next to yours? Little bits and pieces of lives lived in parallel. Like, that's so sweet. And it's so true. Like, I love seeing the things from mine and Travis's life in the same space, and then those things mixed with things that we've gotten together. I just really liked that, and I can't believe I hadn't ever really noticed that until now. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going though. I have a few things that I need to take upstairs, and then I think I'm gonna work on dishes next. This cookie butter creamer, so good. I don't think caffeine even really does anything for me. I usually just have like energy drinks or coffee as like a little treat. I'm feeling really tired right now though, so I was like, even if it's just like a placebo or something, I'm hoping that this will do something for me. Probably not, but it's fine. I didn't really check in last night, but I did finish cleaning the downstairs. I even mopped. So it was a really productive day yesterday. I got a lot done. It feels so good down here now. As you saw, my reward to myself was to paint a little bit last night. I ended up doing the same thing as my stamp illustration where I scanned everything in and kind of put all the pieces together and then added a couple of like digital elements to it. So this is how my tree turned out. As you probably already know, I'm a big fan of pink mist, so I wanted to do a little like pink Christmas tree. Here's also a time lapse of how I did everything, just in case you wanted to see kind of what the process was. It was really fun. I just kind of like picked my favorite little elements that I painted and organized them on the tree how I wanted. I'm not really a huge planner when it comes to art stuff, and if you're painting something just with watercolors, you really have to plan everything out because it's hard to layer stuff. You have to work from light to dark. There's a little bit more thought that goes into it, and I do like to do that sometimes, but a lot of the time I like to just kind of turn my brain off and not have to think too much. So it was fun to just like paint the tree and then paint all of the elements that I thought would look cute on it, and then figure it all out after the fact with something less permanent like Procreate. So it was really fun. I thought it turned out cute. Last night I ended up getting 80% of the way through Love Light Farms, and then I actually just barely finished it while I was getting ready. I think when I first read this book, I think it was 2 years ago now, I think that I gave it 4 stars, but it's a 5. I've re-listened to it every single year since. I just haven't gotten sick of it yet. I love the romance, I love the setting, I love the characters. It's just so good. And I just love adult friends to lovers where the characters meet as adults. They have like a really long spanning platonic friendship. I think Stella and Luca in this book were friends for like 10 years or something before they actually did anything. But of course they're both secretly in love with each other like the entire time. I love that trope so much, and I think this is one of the books that made me realize that. Also, Luca is just like top tier boyfriend material in my opinion. He's just always there for her. He knows so many things about her. He just like remembers things that she loves, and they have all these kind of like little inside jokes or things that they do. It's also like a steamy book, and I really like how B.K. Borison writes steamy scenes. Not even like the explicit ones, but like the really flirty scenes. Like there's a point in this book where I think they're riding in the car together after picking up a pizza, and Stella's gonna like eat a pepperoni off of the pizza, but Luca like grabs her hand and like eats the pepperoni from her fingers, and it's hot. You can just like feel the tension. She just writes little moments like that so well. Also, that scene has the same energy as Millie and Finn from Give Me Butterflies when he's eating cookie dough from her fingers. Maybe that's a micro trope that I like. Anyway, if you somehow haven't read Love Light Farms yet, this is the perfect time of year to do it. And I just love that book so much. I love the whole series, but the first one is just special. I do have another audiobook ready to go. It's I'm Gonna Get You Back by Elena Armas. I think it's supposed to be like a Spotify original audiobook, but Hoopla had it. I really like the cover. The cover illustrator for this is Brittany Keller. She's been doing quite a few romance covers lately, and I just really like her art style a lot. I actually pre-ordered her 2026 calendar, and I'm so excited for it because then after the year is over, you can like cut out all the pictures and frame them and stuff. And I just love having a calendar up in the house, even if I don't even like really use it. I just think it's pretty. Right now I have a Rifle Paper Co. one that I got from when I was working at Anthropology, and I will be cutting all of the illustrations out of that one too. Anyway, I really like the cover. I don't really know what it's about, but it looks like a snowed in winter, potentially Christmas romance. And I mean, it also has a Taylor Swift lyric as the title, so that's also a plus for it. Ooh, I'm looking on Goodreads. It doesn't have the best ratings. Majority of people have given it 3 stars. I think it might be kind of like a novella. It says, haunted by a stalker and the ashes of her career, Frankie Rossi travels to Vermont, hoping for one last chance, but instead collides with the man she's never been able to forget. She used to be a suspense novelist. She arrives at a small book convention carrying more secrets than she can bear. The last person she expects to see is Turner Reese, her brother's best friend, her first love, and the man who still owns her heart. Ooh, even if he's engaged to someone else. I don't really like cheating in books, so it kind of sounds like this might be a little bit of a thriller romance or like a mystery romance. Someone's 2-star review said it's the mullet for me, but I like a mullet. And he has a mustache and tattoos, so that's gonna be a plus for me probably. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start that today while I clean the upstairs. I was really hoping to get everything done yesterday so that I could just chill today, but that did not happen. I'm sorry this whole vlog is just like me cleaning my house basically, but I like watching videos of people clean, so hopefully you do too, because that's what you're getting. Upstairs, I pretty much just need to clean the bathrooms, vacuum, pick things up a little bit, and then I need to do some loads of laundry. One of my favorite things though when I'm doing chores around the house is that Markle is just my buddy. He's my little shadow and he follows me around everywhere, and it definitely makes doing chores more fun. Send me all of the good vibes. This coffee does something for me. So sorry, I have laundry going on in the background again, but I finished cleaning the upstairs and it feels so good to have like the whole house clean. Usually I can only ever manage to do like the downstairs, and then by the time I have the energy to do upstairs, the downstairs is dirty again. So it's nice to have like everything feeling nice, at least for now. I know that it's probably gonna be like messy again tomorrow, but I feel peace right now, so it's okay. Oh my gosh, and I stripped all of those clothes that I thrifted. Disgusting. I think that most of the color came from the dye from the pillow and also from the red on one of the sweaters, but I let the thrift soup marinate for a couple of hours, and then I rinsed everything and then did just a regular cycle in the washing machine, and everything's hang drying, and yeah, it was very satisfying. I have also been listening to my book, I'm Gonna Get You Back. Right now I'm at 82%. It's been fun. I don't know, like right now I think it'd probably be like a 3.5. It's a really fun premise, and I really like that there's not like as much back and forth. It's very much like the guy is like, I missed my shot earlier on in our friendship growing up, and now I'm gonna make sure that you know that I want you, and that's very satisfying. I think this is kind of a shorter book. I need to see how many hours it is altogether. Yeah, 5 hours and 27 minutes. Oh, Love Light Farms was 10 hours. The paperback of Love Light Farms is 336 pages, so I'm Gonna Get You Back is like half the size of that, so it is a shorter kind of novella. It's felt like a little bit longer for a novella though, which is nice. Sometimes I really like novellas just because they really get to the point. There's not so much room for like miscommunication or something to happen. A novella that I love is The Wedding Witch. It's part of the X-Hex and Kiss Curse series, and I can't remember who the author is for some reason. Erin Sterling, maybe? I love that one so much though. It's so cute and cozy and just like, I don't know, I like sometimes when the story is shorter because it just makes them work through things a little bit quicker and it's not as frustrating. So that's something that I like about this one. I don't know if I love how the intimate scenes have been written, mainly with like the dirty talk that's happening. I don't really know if I love that. I do really like that the main character, I think her name is Frankie, I like hearing about her stresses as an author, the kind of troubles that she's been going through lately, kind of her confidence with writing after her latest book not doing very well, and also just like her dealing with this stalker that she has and some of the creepy things that are happening because of the stalker while she's on this trip. And I have loved that, I think the love interest, I think his name is Turner. I love that Turner is just very much like big tough alpha man, and he's like, this is what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take care of you. It's also taking place in an isolated setting because they get snowed in at the hotel, which is one of my favorite kind of like micro tropes, so that's been really fun. I'm definitely gonna finish this one tonight. I'm gonna keep listening while I start editing this vlog, and also I thought it'd be kind of fun to update my desktop background on my Mac. I've had the same one for a long time and I'm just kind of like sick of looking at it. I've seen people like draw a background and then make little icons for, well, to replace the folder icon. So I think that I might do like a bakery storefront, and then in the window have a little display for like pastries and cakes and stuff, and then each of my folders will be be a little pastry icon. I don't really know if I'll film the process of me doing that, but I'll definitely show you what it ends up looking like. And then I'll definitely come back and give you my final thoughts on my book. Same spot, but a little bit later. I finished the book and I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. The relationship was a little bit too much for me by the end. I also think I just have like a problem whenever the male main character keeps calling the female love interest baby after like every sentence. Like, it's you and me against the world, baby. It just is so cheesy to me. And this guy was definitely doing that. I also just felt like the ending was a little bit weird. Like, I didn't quite understand the motivations behind the bad guy. I guess I understood the motivations maybe, but like I just don't really get why he did what he did or like what his plan was. And it also just kind of felt like rushed and anticlimactic, which could definitely be because it's a novella and not a full-size novel, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to come to a close. Like, it was okay, it was fun, it kept me entertained while I was doing stuff today, but I don't think I would ever reread it, and I'm probably not really going to remember it. So those are my final thoughts. I did finish my little bakery background. I think it turned out really cute. I only made one little like pastry icon because it's getting kind of late and I just like don't want to make more tonight. I'll probably make a few more tomorrow. I'm gonna show you on my desktop really quick and then I'll put an actual picture on the screen so you can actually see what the true colors are. This is literally the worst lighting ever, but this is my desktop. This is the little icon that I made. This sign, I am realizing it looks a little bit like a titty, but it's okay. This is what it looks like with the colors and stuff, how they're supposed to be, rather than the weird lighting that was on my desktop. And then this is the cute little like strawberry cake that I made. I think the other icons I'm gonna do are a cinnamon roll, some bread, maybe like a cookie. I don't know. I'll come up with a couple of other things, but I think it's really cute. It's nice to have a little kind of like updated screen. I definitely was like ready for a change. Thank you for hanging out with me while I was cleaning and stuff yesterday and today. I know this was kind of like a random vlog that was probably not too exciting, but it definitely made the last couple of days a lot more like fun for me and I felt more creative. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm thinking maybe next about doing some like winter or Christmas book recommendations. If you have anything specific from me that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments because I need ideas. I feel like all that I ever really end up making or want to make are vlogs, which are fun, but I probably should try doing some other things too. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.